So far we've talked a lot about the celebration and the excitement of playing cricket and the good things, but you struck a really poignant time in world cricket in Sharjah, third test against Pakistan in 2014, and the end of the first day, Pakistan had 281 for 3, they're in control, probably sitting down thinking, oh, it's a tough day at the office, and the news comes through about Philip Hughes and you know, it rocked the world, let's be fair. What did it do to Brendon McCullum's world?
It was unbelievable, to be honest. Yeah, I just don't think we ever thought that something like that would ever happen in the game. I knew Philip as well. I'd opened the batting with him playing for New South Wales, and he was always one of those guys, whenever you saw him, you'd have a beer together and sit around and chew the fat. He was just an absolute great bloke, and everyone around the world that even knew him thought that same thing. And look, our guys, they weren't best mates with Philip or anything like that, but what people started to think was, geez, that could have been any one of us. You know, what Phil was doing is what we do on a daily basis, and it was a incredibly difficult time, not just to play cricket, but also just to be a part of a team away from home and away from your friends and family, and I took it pretty hard, but also knew that we still had a job to do because the show had to go on, so to speak. But we tried to stay really close as a team during those 4 or 5 days.
The show did go on, but it went on with a difference because, you know, I think both teams sort of entered into not the spirit of the game, but the spirit of the moment, and that it became quite a nice, I wouldn't say friendly game of cricket, but there were things that were different.
We did what felt right at the time, and some will say that wasn't right. We didn't have our black caps on, for instance. We had our baseball caps on. It felt right. We didn't bowl bounces because that felt right at the moment. We didn't appeal because that's what felt right at the moment.
Edged and gone. No celebration, no emotion.
Everything that we did during those 4 or 5 days was authentic because that was what we felt was the right thing to do. In the end, the performance of the team was quite incredible.
Rasping pull shot from McCullum.
It's the ease with which he dispatches the ball over the rope. Magnificent.
That was the fastest double hit 100 by a captain for you. But I remember the sort of muted celebration. I mean, you can look back on it in terms of numbers now, but it'll probably mean something entirely different to you for that reason.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And you won the game. Famous victory, considering Australia had been done there not long before.
It was an incredible win. Like, when you look back on that victory, just didn't matter. Guys didn't fear about getting out. They didn't fear about what would go wrong if something didn't work out. And it was all just about, just come play the game, be with your mates, and don't worry about any of the other stuff. And in the end, I think a lot of what happened during that test match has flowed into the way we've played since, and the freedom with which we've been able to play, because I think we unlocked something during that test match that we stumbled on, really.
Brendon McCullum takes the catch. How appropriate. The captain who made the double 100 finishes the match off.